You can't just be anti something.
Right. You have
can't
to
just
have
be,
the
I'm
resolution.
against Trump. Okay, what are you for?
Yeah.
What are you for? Do you agree? We think we should be doing this. You got a problem with that? Okay, well then maybe I can't vote for you then.
I'm for pencils without erasers.
There you go.
And you make your
You
mistake.
need to learn how to make them deal with a mistake. Two Bros Podcast.
What up, it's your boy Chad O. Out here in LA.
Trying to get lost in the subway. Thank you, Valencia, but I'm about to head on the train heading to Madrid. I'm telling about Two Bros Podcast on 13 Ghost TV. Like, subscribe, and send us a few messages. I don't hablo mucho español, but I'm doing the best I can. Peace.
Hello, everyone in TV land. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. We are back in the
We are
studio.
back, giving each other COVID. Fuck it.
Yes, if you ain't got it by now, you're gonna get it today.
You're gonna get it. That's right. This dude at the I went and got gas before I came over, and I went filling up my gas. I don't have a mask on.
Yeah.
You know,
So you get
Dude.
the death of stare.
dude pulls up next to me on the other side of the thing, pulls out his mask, and he says, "Hey, bro, you really should wear your mask."
Yeah.
And I say, "Well, you really didn't have to come right up next to me.
Could've went
You could have. There's like 8 other things
Yeah.
you could have done. So back up a little
I
bit."
really think people just everyone's focused on the mask more than the issue. The issue is the distance. Like chill out. Like you don't have to be all up on me to
Right.
tell me I don't have a
Right,
mask.
to come up to me, "Hey, bro, you really should be wearing your mask."
Jeez.
Well, if you'd back up, we'd all be fine.
back the fuck up, as they say in Onyx, man. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. I miss those guys, man. Onyx, they were tough.
That's energy. That's like
a lot of energy.
that's like always on 10.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like always on 10. It's never just they're never on. You never heard Onyx on 6 or 7. You know, Onyx was always on 10. It's
It had
just
a few. They had a few melodic, like me and Jack, the Black Vagina Finder. Me and Jack, the Black Vagina Finder. Me and Jack. So you go from 10 to like.
I forgot that. I
You know
forgot
what I'm
about
saying? But yes, but instead of 10, it is Two Bros Podcast, episode 101.
that. Dot.
God damn it, if you didn't know, you know now. We are in the building. We are back in the studio. The COVID series was a lot of fun.
Tremendous amount of fun.
We loved connecting with everyone, all of our guests who participated and really had patience with us during the COVID season. We had a fun time, and StreamYarding was fantastic. It came
StreamYard
out.
turned out to be a home run.
Yeah,
And
worked
it's
out
it's
really-
kind of interesting how like COVID like started this like a different way of doing things.
absolutely.
You know.
Businesses are now. We got a memo from like in the hotel world that Morgan Stanley has suspended, business travel. Dean Witter, all the big accounts from these firms that used to have these conferences,
Right.
and they would book the hotels in advance and do their big shindigs. They're no longer doing it because they're doing them on Zoom,
Yeah.
and everyone's getting their care packages mailed to them.
Yeah.
The literature. You could stay at your home office or your local office, but you don't need to fly a guy from Texas to New York to have a conference, have bagels, croissants, and
Yeah.
meat. And
Yeah.
everyone's realizing how foolish this was.
It was kind of we're spending how much on what?
Yeah. Wow.
You know,
Indeed.
just to say hello.
yeah,
Me
like
to hand you stuff. And you know what I mean? And depending on what your packages are like, you probably don't even need to hand them packages. You could probably just send it all.
Download.
You could probably just download stuff.
PDF, I'm sure.
We'll send you these files and you download them and that's yours.
I have gone to meetings across the country to California. That's like, what? That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
Shit, you could have emailed that.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot nicer of an email. And
That's a note.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, like, come on. I get it. I like California. I like going out there. I like traveling. I mean, and until consumer confidence comes back with the travel, I think people are just really reticent to travel.
Right.
With, are you going to keep me safe? Are you,
Well, it depends on why you're traveling too.
Yeah.
Like, like a lot of the, like you said, a lot of the business stuff's going to be going down.
Yeah.
So why are you traveling? Maybe you're going to, travel to visit relatives or something like that. Or,
Right.
I don't know, you're moving.
Well, now the biggest trend in the hotel business is the roadside hotels have become more popular than everything else.
What do you mean by the roadside?
So roadside is where you pull your car up, and your car is usually parked outside your front door.
Oh,
right?
like a Motel 6?
Motel. That's
Uh-huh.
the move now because no one wants to be in these lobbies with all these people hanging around corralling. Where communal was the biggest niche for the market. It was how to hook up the communal space. Keep the
Okay.
rooms as small as possible. Make our communal spaces where people gather and hang out and chargers
hang
and
out, charge your phone. You got a
sit
little
here,
business
coffee,
center.
order coffee, sit there all day, kind of get your work done, kind of workplace day.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh shit, I don't think this is a good idea. So there's a lot to
Change the
evolve,
market,
lot
yeah.
to evolve, yeah. And we still don't know.
So do you think bigger hotel chains will start having their little like roadside things, like having like maybe putting up a spot here, or maybe
Sorry.
setting up some of their rooms that it's a, hey, check in, your room is here. You don't have to come in and see nobody. You can just go
Yeah.
right to your room.
So
kind of like how they do the rental cars. Like you don't even have to
Yeah.
see anybody when you go get a rental car. You just go boop 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 boop. Your car's in CE27, and you
Absolutely.
go there and get your car, and then you go on about your business.
Yeah, Hilton has a actually pre-COVID, Hilton had the contactless check-in, where everything's through your phone. You don't have to check in. You don't go to a front desk. You don't go. You get all your information on your phone, and you put your phone to the door, proximity-wise. And at one point, it only worked for Android. So it was
Okay.
like, well, what about iPhone guys? You
But
know,
But that's a matter of time. That's
Yeah,
that's
that
a
was
development.
that was infancy. I guess it took time to evolve and get better, and they got it better. And they were the ones like, wow, we stepped in shit because we had this
We had
already.
this.
So come on over to here. But the biggest issue is there still is no way to tell how clean the room is, right? So you walk in, you don't know. You know, we judge things by see, smell, taste,
Right.
and so now you're looking at an invisible bully, right? You go into this room and you go, it smells clean. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
Eh,
how else are you going to do that? I mean, how far are we going to take it to say that, well, I'm not safe here?
yeah.
And it's going to be subjective to people. Some people are not going to give a shit. Some people are going to be like, I'm tired, I'm just going to go in this room and go to bed, blah, 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 blah. Some people are going to, like think they smell something and they're going to call everybody and
Freak
say,
out.
hey, look, this room ain't clean. And
So here's the flip side of that makes it a little bit more of a liability issue, and where a lot of hotel owners are starting to panic because people are going to hotels, probably already had it, and then they go and get checked and they say, I caught it at the hotel. And they're telling the owner, your business, I paid to stay here and you told me it was safe and clean. Now I'm contracted this, I got it here. So how do you prove it?
that's hard to prove. Yeah, that's hard to prove.
But this is it doesn't now. I have this argument with tons of people in the hospitality business because they always think that, well, the right type of guest would never do that, like an honest guest. I said, but if there's a possibility,
Yeah.
then it can happen.
Yeah.
And it happened. Somebody, 54th Street, they sued the owner. They put out and said they got sick and they got really bad, and
Right.
and they were a healthcare worker and they were sent there to work. De Blasio, hey,
Right.
if you need this room, we'll give you a room. You could stay in a hotel room, and it's like, wow, I caught it here.
Right.
So
And it's do you think it's like merely opportunistic because it doesn't make sense? You're not going to sue the bodega where you got your coffee.
no,
So but you are going to
big corporate.
Hilton's got money, so
yeah,
you
big
sue
corporate.
them.
Yeah, big corporation. Hey, I'm going to take my chances and say, which fucks it up for everyone.
Right.
Anytime there's any type of insurance fraud or any type of claim
Right.
fraud, or that always fucks it up for the people down the road.
Right.
And people, if you do that, you're just a horrible person. Like I
Right.
mean, you're just a selfish, horrible
You're a
person.
selfish bitch.
Yeah, you're selfish, and you just want things for you. And you're gonna cash out, and you're gonna get your payday, but forget the poor owner
Forget the
that
owner.
scratches nickels to put it together. Forget the franchise fees. Forget the
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty horrible.
Well, yeah,
So-
it is despicable,
shitty.
but it's also the state of mind that people are in.
Yeah.
Like we're once again we're passing off this responsibility thing, like where you're supposed to keep me safe,
Right.
we have these conferences at work, and the biggest question is how can you guarantee my safety?
Right.
And the guy's like, I can't guarantee your safety. I can't guarantee your safety before this.
Can't guarantee you won't twist your ankle walking out your house.
And that's the thing. Like, I can't guarantee that you'll fall down a flight of steps. I can't guarantee you that you won't get sick from somebody else, non-COVID stuff. That you won't get, catch a cold or something like that.
Horrible that we're asking
So
for more. We're asking for more coverage of the government. We're asking.
yes.
It's a terrible time to make that we keep asking them to protect us, but we
Right.
say we don't want you to do this, but do this.
Right.
Give us money, give us free checks, but don't look in my closet. Like, what the fuck?
That's right.
That's
You can't-
crazy. You
yeah.
can't have both.
It's
I
a
mean,
slippery slope, and
yeah.
I don't think people realize that it's the slippery slope you go down. If you start, like that's why this contact tracing shit scares me.
Oh,
Because it just. So wait a minute. So they know where you are by an app on your phone.
shoot, dude.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this.
I mean, it's bad enough they can triangulate you now
yeah.
to begin with. But now, if you come down with COVID, you have to download some app, and they can see you've been to XYZ and
Where's
and
my other
stuff.
phone? I left my other phone upstairs. My buddy Garrett, he got laid off from his job or whatever else, and instead of taking the unemployment route or whatever else, he signed up to be a contact tracer. Because it was $25 an hour, something like that.
Okay.
26 bucks an hour.
Okay.
And,
Honorable.
and weekends and night differential and different. There's a lot of it's. I mean, it's a job. It's a thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he said, "Oren, this thing is sick because it's all data. That's all just plug in, fill in boxes, check, and then the algorithm or the AI of the back office, which Google runs, is just tracking everyone. So if someone else, so they got to call people and say, hey, we saw that you were at Key Food, and there was 15 people that have tested positive at that Key Food. You should, come in or, whoa. That's a fucking problem, because when this is over, what do you do with this system?
Nope,
What do you,
exactly.
What do you do with this?
Exactly. And I've said it time and time again. People love taking power. They never
Give
it back.
Well, look at the basketball rims. They haven't put them back up yet. It's like they took all the rims.
That's right,
down.
yeah,
It's like,
that's right.
hey, we're in phase 4. When are you gonna put the rims? They're like, not so fast. But here in Long Island, we have basketball rims.
Yeah.
We have,
But they never came down.
Right. They never came down like
They
in
never
the hood.
came down. It's such a vast difference. Like when you look at what's happening, like you drive 5 minutes in the Queens from here, and you see the difference of how sort of like the government's kind of like
Yeah.
like
City
looping
versus
over
state,
you, and that. But out here in Nassau County, it's kind of it's lax. It's kind of like, okay, how can we get this thing moving?
Yeah.
It's a tremendous difference, and I was telling a buddy I was talking to last night. I was like, you guys in the fire, because everybody hates De Blasio.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, I don't
And
know
that's
why. I mean, I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I just, look, he's the mayor. I mean, I don't hate him.
Well, hate's a strong word.
I mean, I'm not saying in that word either. I know what you mean by hate, like, oh, this guy,
Right.
but it's a tough job. I'd say to anybody else, you try it,
yes, I grant you that.
you try it, you
It is-
run.
It is a tough job. Yes, you're pissing half the people off all the time. I get it.
In the most multi-diverse, dimensional, multicultural city.
I get it. Yes, I get
Whoa,
it.
hard
I get
job.
it. I get it. But when everybody doesn't like you, there's a problem. Like
Yeah.
when hood rats and cops think you're an asshole, you've actually done something tremendous.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you've reached the barrier of. But I was always told that, when I got in management and all this stuff, is, one of the guys, one of my mentors, told me. He says, "The day that everybody hates you, that means you're doing your job." And
Okay.
and that was the honest truth.
Okay.
For me,
That-
when everyone liked me, nothing got done.
Yes.
Nothing got done. Everyone was like, "Hey, that's my man. He's a good guy. Oren, we'll take care of this later. We'll do this." When I was an asshole, shit got done.
Shit got done.
That's
right. I
just
get you.
a pure human thing because people take that kindness for a weakness,
Mm-hmm.
and they sit there and they, as much as you allow them, they will not even for any advantage or gain,
Mm-hmm.
just because they can. Fuck this guy. He's my man. This is a
I
cool
think,
guy.
I think that's exemplary on the micro. I think when it comes out to the macro, I think it's got to be a little bit more than that.
I'm sure, like I'm
So-
sure there's policy in order, and
Right.
there's some things that have to go in paper. Like you can't just you can't walk around like Giuliani with the. He's still showing that picture with him in the. With
Oh,
the
I
face
think it's
mask.
phony ass. God, I hate. Oh!
Now that
Oh!
guy, I hate. I hate this guy.
So
Giuliani.
you're really acting like you're gonna run into the building. Stop it.
He's lost his mind.
Stop. He's nuts.
He's lost his mind. I'm convinced he's like bonkers. When I saw that story about his wife and the TV, like he's fighting over the cable box.
Cable box.
Like, dude, you
what?
don't own the cable box. It's the company. They come when you get your new subscription. You get a new one. He like did the Al Pacino, but you will not watch my fucking TV. Rip the TV out and do that.
Yeah,
guy's
dude.
nuts.
Get a nice spot in the country and just go fishing.
Yeah, but who's he doing this for? Like, who is?
I don't
Is
know.
he like? Is he still Trump's lawyer? I don't get it. I don't think so. I think once they caught him with those other guys, Trump kind of distanced
It was
himself.
like, hey, yeah, you're kind of buying the farm, bro. So let's,
Yeah. Yeah. Who? What? What guys?
Yeah,
Brazil?
no,
Portuguese?
no.
Where were they going?
just go over there, please.
Yeah. But I don't get it. I mean, I think some people, have their opportunity, but I'm sure it is a huge, daunting task to manage New York City.
Yes.
In all facets, especially the police force. But this defunding word has really triggered people in a. It's like a
It is,
defund
yeah.
me. Oh, what do you mean defund me?
Yeah.
And it doesn't. We say this all the time. Why is there never the medium? Why do you always think it's this or that?
Right.
Like, where's the
Where's the gray? Where's the gray?
the-
Everything's got a ton of gray. Why
Yeah.
don't we talk about the gray?
And in the case of defunding, saying, well, we're gonna just divert resources. That's different. But this defunding, we're gonna shut down. People are like, oh, it's gonna be lawlessness. It's gonna be people running around with butcher knives and stuff.
Right.
And now you see the New York. Well, the savages of New York have not stopped. I mean, these kids. In the Bronx and Brooklyn, they are just so fed up. They're shooting at everybody. They're just shooting, like, come outside. Woo, boo,
Yep.
boo, boo, boo.
Ga, 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 ga.
Shooting kids. This guy in Harlem shot a 6-year-old kid. I mean, these guys are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, after all that people have done together,
Mhm.
Imagine the whole, the BLM movement, the whole, hey, we need social injustice. And the fact that people are hearing it now and saying,
Yes,
wow.
or listening, right.
Listening, saying, wow, I can't tell you how many calls I got last week, right? So funny. Hey, Oren, how do we help? How do we? And I was like, you asking me? Like, and they said, well, we just, we want to know what to do. Like, what do we do? And I said, look, call out bullshit when you see bullshit.
That's the easiest way
It's
to do
the
it. yeah.
easiest way to do it. Well, do you like being called African American or black? Or I said, sir.
That's right.
They said, what? I
Mr.
said,
Whitfield.
Yeah. How about Mr. Whitfield? How about Oren? How
You know
about,
me as Orange. So I
Yeah.
don't-
So what? You don't say, hey, Mr. White American
Mm-hmm.
John. You don't call anyone their
Yes.
nationality.
Mm-hmm.
You just say hello. So I don't know this labeling thing of trying to make sure we're in the right box or check.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just annoying. It's us. We have gone way too far of, because like you said, once you institute these policies, you can't reverse them.
Can't reverse them.
You can't turn them back.
They don't
so
come
it's-
back. Exactly.
So every encroachment is taking more.
Yeah, it is, and to me, it's it's just as racist. Like
It's just as bad.
It's just as bad. So like you said, well, what do I call you now? What do you? I'm John.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. You can be. We've said this many times before. The basics go a long way.
Basics.
If you're a decent
Hi.
person, you don't have to worry about any of that other
That's it.
shit. Decent person. Hello, how are you? Excuse me, thank you, pardon me. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump
Right.
into you. That type of thing. That type of stuff. Now, yes, unfortunately, there's some knuckleheads, and you're gonna bump into the wrong person, or you're gonna, somebody's
on
gonna take it the
Jordans.
wrong way
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and then it elevates into a bunch of
Yeah.
other shit. But most of the time, the basic shit works.
It does. It does. And I think we have we have way far too many. Like
Too many players. Too many players.
Yeah.
Too many players in
Too
this
many
game.
rules.
Too many players that want to like fraction everything out,
Yeah.
like break it up. It's okay. He's like, well, he's African American. When this, like what if we decided that, hey, listen, we're Asian.
Yeah, which we
You know,
can say.
which we can say.
Yeah,
You know, we're Asian. It's like, how well, African Americans? Well, that doesn't apply to us because we're Asian.
yeah.
Sorry. Get it right.
Well,
Get it right, asshole.
Yeah.
You're a racist.
Yeah, you're a racist. You thought I was African American.
Why?
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 A little browner
that's-
than you?
Kinky hair? Is that what it is? I don't even have hair.
Look at Bob Ross.
Yes.
Guy's afro's bigger than ours. God bless him. And his son. His son is out there doing the.
Is he doing the same thing?
His son does the paintings too.
Does he?
Yeah, Bob Ross Jr.
Is he like a copycat?
I don't think he's got it though. I don't think he's.
You can't have it.
Because I'm like,
You can't.
That's
Like-
not a tree in a. That
That's-
looks like. It's like a poop emoji. That's not a tree.
So, hey, did you spill something? Oh no, I'm drawing a tree. Oh, sorry. That's
But that guy should be put like they should have that for therapy for anxiety and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just go watch an hour of Bob Ross.
oh yes.
It'll cool you down. It'll
Yes,
just
he
totally little Van Dyke Brown.
Exactly.
And give this tree some friends. Look
Yeah,
at
you
this
can't.
guy.
You can't be
Oh,
mad.
he's sitting right over there cooking, looking, waiting for that sun to come. But there's that sun right there. Look at it. Look, he just wow. How could you be angry watching
Oh
this?
man, Bob Ross and an ounce of weed, and you are nice.
Man,
the world is there's no problems whatsoever.
I've watched Bob Ross high. Total trip. Total trip. At one point, I will say this, I thought the fucker had 3 hands. Because he was holding the canvas, he scratched his nose, and shit was moving. And I was like, oh, I'm too fucking high. Way too high. Or I didn't see him put the thing down, and I didn't notice the easel was on something, and I was like, whoa, this is fucking crazy. What a fucking crazy
Oh man,
thing. This was nuts.
imagine watching him on a fucking acid trip, and then I bet you that afro would move,
Yeah.
like would start spinning
Yeah,
or
it
some
would-
shit like that, or change colors.
Looks like a cartoon.
This is like a cartoon.
But yeah, man. So the city seems to be bouncing back, as you saw. Well, I was out in Long Beach, and I've been riding the bike. The bike has been fantastic. How was your Father's Day, by the way?
My Father's Day was lovely.
Mine was awesome. Mine was just great. We went on a run. We did Long Beach Boardwalk, which is fantastic. If you even just want to walk it or ride a bike. Now, you can ride a bicycle on it up until 10 a.m., meaning back and forth.
Oh really?
Yeah, you can ride till
After
10
10
a.m.
you can't?
After 10, you cannot race. Like, you can't. You can walk your bike to wherever you're going to
Okay.
sit down. You can go to the burger bar.
But you can't ride your bike.
You cannot ride your bike.
Okay.
Because it's too much people. It just starts
Too
to
many
it
people,
gets
right,
very
right.
busy. Because it's like a game of Frogger. They're like,
Yeah.
they're trying to cross over and they're like, people come in 2 ways. Very difficult. So I usually try to get out there 8 o'clock in the morning so you get a nice 2 hours in. And I was trying to beat my last, I went 3, the boardwalk itself is 4.2 miles.
Okay.
So I try to do 2, then I get my stamina up, then I try to go 4. And then the last time I went, I said, let me go back. I think I went 3 times, and then my car is back the other end.
Uh-huh.
So
you
I was
had to
trying
go
to make
back.
the U-turn. She was like, nope, you got to get off. So I get off, and I'm riding in the street now.
Uh-huh.
This is just regular, it's Long Beach, and a bunch of bars, and I hear plates clanking, and that sound of, wait a minute, people are kicking back up. And I saw a bar with 2 ladies sitting in the windows shutters were open
Right.
with the seat out. It was indoor and outdoor seating. And I just pulled up with the bicycle, and I was like, you open? And he was like, yeah. Like, nothing happened. So I was like, shit, park the bike, sit at the bar. He was like, of course. He said, he had a mask on, by the way. And he was really funny. This guy, Greg, we got to go see him. He's a trip. He was like, what do you mean? Is like something else going on in the world that you people can't go to bars anymore? And I was like, but the COVID thing, he was
We're
like,
all gonna die.
he was like, sit wherever the fuck you want. Have a beer. And I was like, oh shit. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. It was 10 a.m. in the morning, and I was like,
That's awesome. I got
I'm
so
having
jealous.
a fucking beer.
I got so jealous when you posted that pic.
I could not resist. And I had some local Long Beach or Oceanside beer, IPA Barrier. Very good. Nice, fruity. Very good. Very nice experience. A couple of people in there. I ordered a breakfast burrito.
Uh-huh.
I was like, dude, we're coming back. We're coming back here. This bar.
Because I saw that pic, I actually went to the recovery room.
Were they open?
They were open.
Okay.
They were open, seats spaced out.
Spaced out.
They had some spots outside. They set up like a couple of
Makeshift.
like a table with an umbrella. They
Yeah.
set up 2 or 3 of those outside, but they came inside. I saw Mike.
Okay.
Mike, he was all masked up, and he basically, went over and said, "Hey, when you move, basically when you're going back and forth, you got to throw your mask on.
Yeah.
Come inside though, sit down,
Sitting at your space.
take your mask.
You have your space.
You have your space,
Yeah.
and everything is like separated.
Yeah, that's how it was in
sectioned
the bar
apart and
there.
whatnot. And I just sat down. I saw Rich sat down, ordered a beer, and it was like, oh my god, this is. You realize how much I missed it.
Man.
And then there was some other dudes talking shit. And so, you give like shit back and forth to them and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah, that's what I was ear hustling with another guy. They were talking about something. And then I kind of interjected. And I'm like, I hope they don't get offended. I'm like, wait, this is a bar, man. The
It's
bar
supposed to
etiquette is supposed to happen like
Right.
that. But I don't know if people are back into the movement of it or whatever. But super fun. Great place. It's called the Bungalow Bar on Long Beach. And
Okay.
happy to go back anytime. It place is fantastic. I've been on the beach every morning.
Yeah, you've been.
I've been on that beach
You're the GoPro.
every morning. Yeah, it's been so much fun. I'm trying to get these knees back in shape. My knees are terrible, and this has been the best way to do it without the impact. Just straight,
right.
just bending them and getting it moving. So I hope I think I'm doing something good, but I'm getting it, man. I'm getting a little burn. I'm getting a little 8 to 9 to 10 miles a day.
There you go.
We did Massapequa Park yesterday.
Okay.
That was fun. Have you ever been?
To Massapequa Park, yeah.
Yeah, what a trail. Oh my gosh. This thing goes all the way to Bethpage.
All the way to Bethpage, yeah.
And it's like, wait a minute, we should stop because it's
We're
not a
gonna
loop.
keep right, it's not a loop, right.
So
Exactly.
we didn't know that.
It's like one way.
So we hit 5 miles, and I look back up, my boy, we had lost 3 poor people. One guy, I can't wait for y'all. I gotta go. He's gotta get it off. I'm like, go ahead, brother. But I'm like, I looked at the map, because I got all my gadgets and shit, and I was like, we kind of just keep
don't stop. You
We're
just keep
going
going.
straight. Like,
You might hit water.
and we're seeing highway, and I'm like, oh shit, I think it's time to go back. Especially when I saw people that passed us coming back.
Start coming back.
Yeah, and I was like, at some point, this is the same road, so it's not a loop. It means that they hit something, an end, and said, all right,
Yeah.
I'm turning back
It's a
around.
bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird that people's homes are, like, on that path.
Right on the path, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, you see somebody in their backyard, and they're, like, barbecuing, and they're like, some guys have no fence. Some guys... Really nice. I mean, nature... this one thing with the bikes for us has been fantastic. This Shirley Chisholm Park, it was the first time I've been. I have not been there before. So we signed up to this thing called All Trails. It's an app. It's free.
Okay.
I don't know. And it just shows you these
Shows
little...
you bike trails?
Shows you bike and hiking
And
trails.
hiking trails, okay.
And there's places like the Valley Stream Loop, they call it, which is around a lake, which I have no idea where this thing was. And I'm like, I lived here for 15 years. Don't know where
What,
it
you
is.
talking about around this lake that's behind you?
No, not this one. No,
Okay.
I don't know where it is. We didn't go yet.
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
click it
okay.
yet. But it's 2.7 miles. I was like, oh, this might be a good one to go to. And I'm like, wow, I'm finding all these places. So I found the Shirley Chisholm one on there, and I've heard about it last year. A buddy of mine said he went. He said it was really fun. Boy, got there. So many people were there. It was packed. But to see these trails carved out, nice and clean. All dirt. This was a dump. The old
Right. You were saying that earlier.
This is the old dump. They put those layers over it, and I remember over the years they just kept throwing these like that chia pet
That
shit
chia
over
pet shit over it, yeah, like
Yeah.
the growing shit, yeah.
growing moss, and
Yeah.
then it nature took its course, and it's really fun. It's really nice. There's some water stations around, so you can fill up your bottles, which if you don't have, and there's tons of New York. They have like these containers that have cut out glass on them, so you can kind of see a little nature stuff about different pigeons.
Oh,
and
okay.
Persian birds. and
Nice.
stuff I've never. You're like, I'm just right here, Brooklyn, Queens, kind of.
Right.
And the Busy Belt Parkway is right there, and it's like get to the top, and it's like, oh shit, we got to the top, like.
So you drove out to Or you took, or you...
No, we didn't bike there. We drove there to the park
Okay.
and parked. It's free parking. You know, it's big Lord Cuomo sign there, like free parking. You know, but shout out to Cuomo, man. He really
Lord Cuomo.
he put that together, and maybe him or whatever staff or committee. It's a beautiful park. If you haven't been, I suggest you go.
Shirley Chisholm Park.
Take your family. It's
In Brooklyn.
It's great for just walking. It's great for just walking or riding. You know, and the tons you can go to different trails. You know, bring lots of water.
Right.
You know, and there's some playground areas. Like I didn't really see too much of that. I mean, I didn't really go over there, but very nice. Very
Shirley
nice.
Chisholm Park. All
Shirley
right.
Chisholm Park, man. Shout out.
So you look at that.
Yeah. So so the protests seem to mildly have stopped mostly around. They're still happening because the bullshit is still happening, right? Like cops are still like getting frustrated. I now see police officers dropping their handcuffs and like saying we quit. We don't want to be part of the police force that has dumbed us down.
Yeah.
You know, so much.
Yeah.
And I see that all of I think now is the time to stop believing memes. Like for everyone, like would you just stop believing a meme? Like it's exactly
Yes.
what it's supposed to do. Stir your shit up. It's not true. There's no truth to it whatsoever. Just because you put this man's face on a word, you
Right.
know, take a picture of Denzel and write something. It's just so thought provoking, which is nothing wrong with. But you know, you have to kind of like don't live your life on it.
But then you get people who you'll post a meme that says something, you know, that has some basis in truth, but it's usually like an exaggeration of something.
Correct.
You know, and then somebody, which I hate,
responds to
will
it.
respond to it and write something like facts, which pisses me off because my immediate response. This is not. Do you know what a fact is?
Yeah, but facts became a trendy thing.
It's
Like
like
agreed. I
Yeah.
agree.
It's like facts. No, that's not a fact. God damn it! Do you know what a fact
pretty much
is?
all fiction. It's all fiction.
all fake. It's
Yeah.
all like shit to get you riled up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's just slang. I mean, slang facts is. I have a guy that you talk to him, you would probably be like, "Let's go. Let's fight.
Let's go.
Let's
Shut up.
duke this out."
We got exactly.
Facts.
Somebody got to win.
Yo,
somebody
man,
gotta
listen that. Yo, you ever seen that paperclip? Facts. Yo, hand me that soda. Facts. Every fucking thing he's got. Facts. Word. Facts. I'm like, no, it's not a fact, man. Hand me the fucking paperclip. Guys are just too in tune with themselves.
Oh, facts.
But yeah, so what's your plans? Are you back going? Any plans to go back or no? This is
We're probably not going back into work. We're probably not going to be going back to work to the end of the summer.
September.
To be honest,
Gone until
they
September.
They extended us to work at home to the end of July.
Really?
I think it's not going to be until I think they're just going to do this thing for the whole summer.
Yeah. Well, there's no vaccine to be in sight. I mean,
No, it's not going to be a while till we have a vaccine. Talking a couple years.
I know,
At
which
least.
is scary, you know. But man, the numbers that just keep going up in different states. You know, Florida seems to be on the hit list right now of 9,000 cases over the weekend. Or they just keep showing these numbers, and it's unfortunate that I'm seeing all these the mask freedom. You know, you're taking our freedoms from us, and I mean, come on, man. It has nothing to do with you. And
Well, see, this is what I don't like.
mm-hmm.
I don't like that the only number you're hearing is the number of positive cases. Because in order for it to be complete and to have impact, we need to know how many people got hospitalized.
Right.
And we need to know how many people have recovered.
Yeah. True.
To see if this is a thing. Because in many of those places in which the positive cases have gone up, hospitalizations are at a very minimum.
Yes.
So just because you have a positive case doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't mean tragedy.
No. True. True.
It's
True.
not a tragic thing.
True
And
indeed.
there's some people who would say, no, that's what we actually need.
Right.
We actually need, and I think I actually posted something that said that, like more positive cases but very low hospitalizations
Yes.
is actually a good thing.
Yeah, like half my crew has had it positive, tested positive for it at one point, and we're fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it has to go through us at some point. It
Right.
seems at the point now where you have to almost get it. You can't run from it, you
Right.
know, and you might as well just take it on head on, catch the fever,
Right.
shit it out, 2 weeks,
Right.
and fluid yourself up and prepare. Like, how about teaching people to build up your immune system and eat more fruits and things that change
Yeah.
that help you with those things, so that when you do catch it, you could weather the storm, not pizza it out like
It's one of those things where like we're kind of like this caught us off guard on a lot of shit.
yeah.
You know, like not only like what happens
Burgers
like,
are bad?
economically,
Heck,
right?
good-
Exactly.
what?
I mean, I can't do a burger every day.
But
I can't do cheeseburgers like every day. Cheeseburgers and beer every day.
Got 'em.
That doesn't
Yeah.
help. That doesn't
No.
help me. You know. But yeah, so you got to do. You got to keep yourself hydrated. You know, it wouldn't hurt to take a couple vitamins. Wouldn't hurt to, exercise like 20 minutes. Every day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't have to. You don't have to look, all chiseled like some of these. I think that's a negative actually. When you see these like dudes who've been working out ever since they were 6 years old.
yeah,
And then they tell you, "Oh, you want to burn fat and stuff? You'll never look like him." So
Yeah.
no. I think we all know what it is to eat healthy, and to get some exercise in. It's not rocket science. Like
No.
you doing your few miles every day
Yeah.
is going to do tremendous. I bet you. I'm willing to stake a claim here right now.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I bet ever since you started riding your bike, you're sleeping better.
Uh.
God damn it. All right, I'm going to give it another week. When we come back next week, I
Yeah,
want to know if you're
maybe.
sleeping better.
I have been sleeping. I have been sleeping better. I've been sleeping actually better than in the COVID times than I have before.
Pre-COVID?
Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe it is the working out. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I just didn't think about it. I don't know, but yes, I believe you. That just turned out horrible. But
Well, probably this routine of like getting up and going to work, that probably changes a lot too.
yeah.
Like this notion, because I'm sure that a lot of times, you were up at 2 and you had trouble getting back to sleep. It's like, well, fuck it, I'm going to be up in like 2 hours anyway.
Yeah.
3-4 hours anyway.
Yeah, see
So might
that
as well get a movie in or something. Or
that is still, I still do that, but not as much. No, because there's like, I think it's only because I've just obliterated everything. There's nothing else to watch.
nothing else to watch no more.
I got nothing else to watch unless when something comes up like The Five Bloods. You seen that? Spike Lee's new one.
I've started it, but
Oh, good movie.
I'm about to finish it.
Really good movie.
It looks good. I like the dudes that are in it.
You will see. You will see Spike Lee's homage to Apocalypse Now because he clearly bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he clearly bit that. Was that Scorsese? Is that
Not Scorsese.
what's the other guy?
Why can I not remember? I can look at him.
Look at that.
I can see him.
We can use Lifeline.
I could see him.
What's the guy? Alexa, who directed Apocalypse
I'm
Now?
gonna hate this because I'm gonna.
Apocalypse Now was directed by
Francis Ford Coppola. God damn it! Why couldn't I remember that?
We knew that, Alexa. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can learn your voice
Thank
to
you.
improve your Alexa
Thank
See?
you, Alexa.
Would you like to try?
No, thank you.
Alexa, be quiet. By the way, she offered alternate. What? I only keep this bitch around because
We're all done for.
I'm enjoying how it unfolds. You know, this bitch wished me happy birthday the other day
Oh really?
and sang to me. Sang happy birthday to me. This is so weird. And this is how it starts. I've allowed this thing in my home. So,
Yes.
So I'm not surprised by any of the antics that come from it, but scared the holy shit out of me. I walked into the office and I get into the habit of saying, "Good morning, Alexa."
Uh-huh.
And she said, "I notice it's your birthday. Would you like for me to sing for you?" And I said, "Sure." And she sang happy birthday to me.
Wow.
In a Marilyn Monroe subdued kind of
whispery.
pretty weird.
This is gonna be evil. Now imagine. Now take this to the nth degree, and you come down. Say, "Good morning, Alexa." Say, "Good morning. I heard you had an argument with your wife the other day.
Oh my god. Do you need counseling?
Would you Would you like me to get rid of her
Yeah.
for you?
Oh man.
Whoa. I can arrange. Would
Yeah.
you like a list of hitmen?
See, now that you say it, watch some shit gonna be popping up in my
Exactly.
books on how to get away with murder. How to. Yeah, we'll figure it out for you, Alexa.
Oh, shit.
Yes, indeed. But man, oh man, what I enjoy most about this writing is that all my friends are doing it. You know, we had
Yes,
eight
you seem
guys
to
with
have.
us today.
Yeah, you got a little crew going.
We had 8 guys with us. Most of us who don't get enough exercise at the elder age. I happen to be the youngest of my crew.
Mm-hmm.
Mac is 62. Ernie's 62. Ernie hadn't been. He's been traveling. He hadn't been right. But
Ernie's
Mac-
62.
Ernie's 62.
Ernie's a good-looking 62.
No, actually, Ernie be 65.
Yeah?
Yeah, Ernie be 65 coming up soon. Yeah, he's up there. Him, Uncle Bill, 74. My man John Crummy, who was out there, shout out John Crummy, Duchesne's father, he was out there. He's 74.
Wow.
Wasn't with us, but they were out there, you know.
But that's good. Everybody getting together, doing, riding a bike, low impact, getting some exercise, and that's fantastic, man.
So one thing we've seen is riding. So we did Hempstead Lake Park one day. That's a nice trail.
Beautiful trail.
Beautiful. It's cool. It's in the shade.
Yeah, it's in the
and
shade. It's like the trees are hovering.
You get no sun, but a little rugged. You know, you gotta have a little. You know, you gotta know how to switch gears and a couple of hills and all that stuff. But one thing we noticed was other black people riding past us. Either you get the universal head nod,
Yes.
which was expected, but so many people were like, "I love this. I love what I'm seeing here. Beautiful brothers. Come on, I want to see more of this." And we're like, okay, we're just riding, but you know, and it didn't dawn on us to think that people were not used to seeing that.
Yeah.
A bunch of older guys, you
Yeah.
know, kind of getting it in, and trying to like we're no professionals. Like you know, our cousin Chad, he cycles crazy.
He's a nut.
He's a nut. He's
yes.
like, I gotta get it in. You see him? He's
Yes.
like burning off. He's like, it was raining.
Yes.
I do it in my house or whatever else.
Yeah, he trains hard and he plays hard.
Trey,
He
I
just-
can't do any of that. I can't do any of. Like, thank God this bike that the family
His warm up would kill us.
his warm up would kill me. Yeah, would totally kill me. And I do need some of those butt pad pants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Getting
right.
a little-
The seat
getting a little
is just-
chafy?
Nah, just the seat is just you know. I got a wider. That's the seat that came with the bike sitting right there.
Okay.
Narrow
Oh.
as fuck.
That's a girlfriend.
Up the ass. Yeah.
That's a.
No Vaseline. And then Mario had a second one, so I got a bigger, wider gel seat. But I even think I need one more, bigger than that, because you know you want to be comfortable. I'm not a action guy. You know, I don't want to do
get up
action.
and-
Yeah, I don't want to do all that. You know, I just want to ride. And switch my gear. Thank God my gears are so good. You shift and go and put in that low gear. Sometimes you feel like you cycling and you ain't going nowhere. Damn.
That's good. That's
good.
good.
It's really fun, really fun.
But to the point you're making about like black people seeing other black people out and stuff. There are times when you kind of feel like alone.
Yeah.
There are times, and I don't think I was trying to explain this to my wife the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are times where you just feel like there's nobody who understands what it, and it's not a tremendously hard thing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like you there's some unwritten and unsaid things that everybody by virtue of being black can assume that you've partaken in.
Yeah.
And there's sort of like this unwritten community that you have
Yeah,
with
of course.
somebody.
Of course it is.
And when you see somebody else, it's almost, and when you give that little nod and
Yeah.
stuff, it's like that affirmation that okay, we're good.
Right.
We're
Right.
good, and that there's more of us than there are, because unfortunately, a lot of people don't see. The only time people see black people is when they see them on TV.
This
See
is
them on
true.
TV, see them on the news, and so you have no perspective as
Yeah.
into the fact that
True.
what you and I say all the time. We're just regular people.
Yeah, it's very
Regular
true.
people.
I mean,
We own homes. We take rides in parks. We we
Yeah.
do all that shit.
yeah, really, really weird how all of this is unfolding, and like I said before, I'm really glad that I think because of what we said about with the COVID is that there's nothing on TV to distract us. No,
Yeah,
no
there's
sports,
no distractions. Yeah,
no live theaters, no shows. Nothing really happens, so we're forced to look at YouTube and
Yeah.
and Facebook videos and
yeah.
Instagram and see these things, and now it's almost like a mandatory, like to have some sort of recording device on you at all times. I mean, to make sure that you're protecting yourself, and because it is unfortunately your only tool
Your
to,
only
to
retort,
help
yeah.
you get past this thing, because the truth, the video truth of what happens, and God bless if you are. But then again, we talked about this with some of my friends and colleagues from work, and they're like, I never knew that was a real thing. Like, you have to tell your children, this is what happens when you get pulled over. You know,
Yes.
they teach. One of my clients, he teaches his son, yeah, if you did nothing wrong, you stand up and you tell him, you know. And I'm like, dude, you can do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't sit there and rip the ticket and throw it at the cop and say, call him all kinds of names and say, oh, you just ain't got nothing to do, donut eat. You know, I
Right.
can't do none of that. It's yes, sir, no, sir. Try not to escalate them. Try not to
Right.
get your voice high. Try not to fidget too much, because they
Right.
start getting fidgety. And, you know, I got pulled over on, I was coming from Atlantic City. I did a hotel walk at the
Okay.
Clarion Hotel. Got beaten up by Sandy, and I had the other Tahoe, not this one, I had the brown one. And boy, was I moving. Coogee rap. Wanted Dead or Alive. I was playing, I was booking, and I was like, I'm trying to get home. I wanted to get home by sunlight, you know, before the
Right,
sun goes
right.
down. So I could have dinner, and I don't want to eat on the road and do all that stuff, and then go back in the office on, you know. And boy, I saw this cop just like right
Pull
behind
out.
me, like I was like, oh shit. And he was in a Charger.
Okay.
He had a Charger.
So you can get it. He got some get up.
Man, when he pulled out, that shit looked like a. He just pulled right up on me and came, and had the big 10-gallon hat on. He was like, pull over, you know. Fuck. I looked. I was like, no problem. Pulled over, and he like went in front of me and pulled over. So I'm behind him, and I'm like this, you know. I put my hands on the steering wheel, and you know, I put the keys on the dashboard. I turned the car off, put the keys in the dashboard. So he's looking like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm like, listen, man, I don't want no problems. You know, hey, you know. He's like, this is speeding. You're speeding. You know, I said, where you going? Roll the window down. Come on. What are you doing? I got the window up, and the guy's like, I said, I rolled the window down, and he said, what are you doing? Why you gonna kill somebody in this big truck, man? It's the coolest guy ever. Coolest state trooper ever. And he's like, I said, listen, man, I came down to Atlantic City. I'm in a suit, by the way, so which helped me, I think. And I go, listen, I came down to AC just trying to make time home for dinner, and I was just trying to keep up with the trucks and everything else. I didn't think I was going to be faster than anyone else, but I do admit I was over the number. So I said I was just trying to stay safe, you know, safety first. And he was like, well, put your hands down, man. Like, stop. And I was like, all right, man, I just don't want anything to be misunderstood.
Exactly. Put your hands down.
Put
Oh, what are you doing? Pow!
Yeah. Stop resisting.
Because that's happened before.
Of course it
Just
has.
like that's happened before.
It has. It
know.
has happened timeless time again.
Let me see your ID. Oh, you want to see my ID? Pow!
What are you reaching
What are you
for?
doing? You asked me for my fucking ID.
I know. This is weird. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I think now that people have seen it over and over, it's a little bit more. It's super disgusting. It's super, these guys are not getting extra credit when they go back to the web.
Well, I just wonder what the
the motivation is.
At some point you have to know you're wrong.
Yeah.
At some point you have, like, if you pull somebody over for a speeding ticket, and then you know there's no other issue, why is it not just hand the fucker the ticket and be on your way?
Be on your way.
Be on your business.
And you might get them again.
Can you get out of the? Can you get out of the car? I need you to get out of. Why? You didn't even get out of.
What's
you know?
in here?
Yeah.
What are
and
you
it's,
doing? You found Bin Laden's in the back seat.
Yeah.
What do you want? You want to
We
discover?
got Bin Laden's body parts. Said,
Yeah.
look, man, we found Jimmy Hoffa and we taking this motherfucker home.
Right. But I wonder if there's somebody said this, and I thought it was pretty interesting, that, you know, the cop's salary is pretty shitty.
Yeah.
And if you incentivize them a little bit higher with not using the arrest as incentive,
Right.
but things you do right, like
Right.
like, oh, I've never arrested anyone. And like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
They look at it that's a negative. Like, yeah, man, you've been here 6 years. You haven't arrested anybody.
I hear every once in a while when I'm on the train, you hear a couple cops talking, and the last time, you hear a few
Yeah.
guys talking, and they're talking about the times when they're in their, the meeting. I guess their watch meeting before
Right.
they go out on their
Okay.
shift and stuff like that, and it's always about the amount of tickets you get.
Yeah.
Make sure you count up your tickets and blah 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 blah. And I remember thinking to myself, what if you did this the opposite?
Yeah.
What if you said, hey, don't waste your time with some bullshit tickets, don't worry about that. How would that attitude? How would that whole attitude change?
It would change.
Like you all of a sudden have no pressure to get tickets, and somebody's doing something, silly, but nothing criminal.
Yeah.
You say, hey, bro, take it easy, man. Just
Right. What happened to the warning and the, hey, what's going on over here?
to the de-escalation
To
of
the
stuff.
de-escalation.
You're supposed to make shit. You're
Right.
supposed to calm shit down.
Like, when I got my first ticket for double parking, because I was helping somebody take something out, like use it, double parked, and the cop triple parked to give me a ticket for double. Now he blocked the entire street
Entire street.
to give me a ticket for double park, and I said, "Sir, is it okay? I mean, I moved the car. Can I?" Nope, you did it already. It's happened already. So you're violating. You're in violation. I said, "No, you can't double park here." And I said, "I'm loading some. I'm helping somebody take something out of my truck, and I have to let them out.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, there's a spot down the block. There's plenty of places to park. You could have parked somewhere and walked the stuff. Like, well, I don't think that's part of what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
How about saying, hey, this street is narrow. Let's try to keep it moving.
Right, right.
Give me 2 minutes.
Right.
Give me a minute to gather myself instead
Right.
of looking for the ticket. Like,
Yeah.
And he wrote the damn ticket.
Or say, because this happened to me a couple times, where he said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, but if I do my spin
Yeah.
back around and see you again, I got to give you a ticket."
That's okay with me.
That's at least fair.
That's at least
That's
fair.
at least fair.
That's-
you know.
Yeah. That's
And you
at
get
least
and the sad part is that more of that guy is around, but the asshole that you ran into
Yeah.
is the one who says, "Okay, fuck it, all cops are like this."
Yeah, but because the good guy that does that and gives you the minute, he gets laughed at the precinct.
Yeah.
He gets, pranked in his locker and, and all kinds of shaving
dude
cream and stuff like that.
Who was the dude in California who the
Dorner.
the Dorner, yeah, the
Yeah.
dude in California who
Yeah.
everybody started targeting
Eric
because
Dorner.
he was like, "Yo, there's these cops out here. These dudes are wilding out and
Giving summonses to people, breaking it and doing that,
and
that
just,
push-in entry.
And so they made him a target, and he was like, "Fuck it." He went on a rampage and
Boy, did he fuck LL Cool J's though, because he looked just like LL Cool J. I was
He
like,
did look like
they're
LL
looking,
Cool J.
they're looking for LL Cool
It
J.
does look like LL Cool J. And they lit his ass up.
Boy, and they said that we're gonna just go for the burn, like burn it. Remember they said that when they had him surrounded in that cabin.
Go for the burn.
Go for the burn. Burn this fucker out. I don't think that's doable. I don't think you can do that.
No,
You can't.
you can't.
First of all, granted he broke into someone's cabin, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you have him there, you wait, and all right, buddy, it's over. You can't go.
Yeah.
There's no, you're going to do a standoff or whatever else. But to burn someone else's property because you want that guy.
Right.
And you're willing to kill him.
Yes.
You're willing to kill him without a fair trial. Like,
Yeah.
it's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling.
Did you see Joe Rogan's podcast with Jocko Willink?
I did not. I haven't
It's-
seen Joe since the whole COVID. I haven't watched.
It's an interesting look because he talks about stuff like that, and he talks about how he makes a great point about how we're talking about defunding the police. He says, no, how about we train these guys a little bit better?
Yeah.
And train these guys in de-escalation and train these guys in high pressure situations.
Yes.
So that they know how to deal with it. Train these guys to tap a dude out.
Yeah.
To say like you're getting a little rough on somebody and somebody else comes over and say, "Hey, Chad, why don't you take a break?" Man?
Right.
Why don't you take a break? Step away for a
Step
second.
away.
Step
I
away for
got
a
this.
second. I got this. I got
Yep.
this.
And that should. I thought I saw something in this new reform package that the complicitness of other officers makes them just as bad. So if
Yeah.
you don't go and try to stop them, now I'm willing to bet that police officers will want to intercede to say, "Hey, I tried to stop him, and you
Right.
saw it on my cam." Like,
Yes.
my body cam just to CYA, cover my ass.
Right.
Hey, Jerry, stop. And Jerry
Yeah.
swats you away. oh, I'm clean. I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, woo, exactly.
Woo, I'm out
Woo,
of
I
this
did
one.
that. I
Now
did
I'm gonna
that.
call the captain and say, hey, this is going left.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
I don't want him to shoot me. You know.
Yeah.
So my, this is crazy. But police reform is good. Listen, we the people, it's so weird that they forget that they're working for us.
Yeah, we
Like,
pay for this.
Yeah, we pay for this,
We
and I'm
pay
not gonna
for
pay
it.
you to rough me up.
Yeah.
Pay. That doesn't. Where did this work?
Yeah.
Where does this work in any country? We pay you, and you rough us up.
Right.
In third world countries where they're so poor that the army is all federal and government, there's no tax paying. There's
Right.
no income tax in Nairobi or wherever else, or even in Cairo. I remember the people they're ruled by military.
Ruled by military.
So they don't have a police state like us, which is oddly different.
A
you know,
local police
state.
force, right?
But man, it is just so weird, and I just wish more people would pay attention, like you said, to the local side of it, because that's where change happens.
Yeah, it's gonna happen on a small burn.
Yeah, I love that kid, Yellow Pain. If you had not seen that post I posted, there's a rapper by the name of Yellow Pain. Go check him out. He has a Congress rap, like the three.
Oh yes.
Three parts. I said, who remembers Schoolhouse
like
Rock?
Schoolhouse Rock, right?
Boy, this kid was phenomenal. He
Yeah.
broke down the entire legislation process and explaining how everybody got tricked. And you worried about the president. He can't do nothing for you.
Pretty much.
And the guy that you let slip into office for 6, 7 years, 8 years is writing laws that don't benefit what you want.
Right.
So where's the fun in that?
Yeah. There's no fun in that.
There's
and,
no-
and you got creepy Joe Biden sniffing kids, and just this is gonna be hilarious.
This is going to be
If
super
which he's gonna get the nomination.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hilarious. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way this ends good.
No.
This is not.
Either way. Either way,
There's no-
now I feel like Trump. Either way, on both sides.
There's no way.
There's no way you're gonna. You either get this guy who's kind of equally as fucked.
Yeah.
in his psychological thinking, he's just a little bit more reserved right now because he's not the president. Like he's not the
Well,
vice president.
he's-
He's nobody. He's just Joe Biden.
battling dementia,
Yeah.
in my opinion, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like good that he's like not out there. Stay inside. Stay inside and stop. He has these guest appearances and shit, and is just
No,
we ain't black and all that shit like that. And
But his whole whisper approach is, we gotta just do this better. Just this sympathizing. If you allow this guy to just one more term, and it's like Joe, he's kind of Sleepy Joe a little bit
Yeah.
to me. But
Yeah.
between these guys, I don't think neither of them are fit to run this country.
nothing will change.
Nothing
With
will
either
change.
one of them,
right.
nothing will change.
Right. And our best bet is at the Congress level.
Yeah,
Is at the senatorial and Congress level of where
yeah. That's where the laws are made. That's where the laws are made. That's where
right.
you get the people who and people who understand your rights.
Yes.
And are willing to represent you in that way. And not that you can't just be anti something.
Right, you have
can't
to have the
I'm against
resolution.
Trump. Okay, what are you for?
Yeah.
What are you for? Do you agree? We think we should be doing this. You got a problem with that? Okay, well then maybe I can't vote for you. 'Cause
I'm for pencils without erasers.
there you go.
And you make your
You
mistake.
need to learn how to make them deal with a mistake. You son of a bitch.
Who the hell put these erasers here just think you could just backtrack everything you did?
That's when it all started. When they put erasers on
Erasers
pencils. Now you can make any kind of mistake you want and just get rid of it.
Gee, the guy that made the erasable pen really hit it big, huh?
Didn't they used to? Yeah, they used to do
There was a
those.
pen. There was erasable
There
pen.
was an erasable pen.
That
yes.
was pretty fucking genius.
It was okay,
Yeah.
but it was shitty though.
It was a shitty pen. It
It
had
was,
skips and blips.
Yeah, it just had nothing there, and then the eraser, the eraser would fall off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it
It
would
would be,
just like
then you have a blue smudge where the word was.
smell. That's some smelly ink.
My.
Smelly ink, if I remember that.
Oh man. Yeah, some inks do smell. I got nothing.
You excited about them getting basketball ready?
No.
No?
Well,
Are you done? Or is it like out of your
No, no,
out of
no,
your
no.
psyche or?
no. I just don't. I guess like when the unknown is the unknown, so you don't know what it's gonna be, and I'm just I just really, just me, my own opinion. I just can only imagine that. I mean, the fans are everything to the sports. You know, I think that's the key to.
Having the fans there.
Yeah, just having fans there and having it live. It's, you know, now you're just showing a TV show, and I don't know. It will be something to watch. It will definitely be something to watch.
Have you seen those Premier League soccer games though?
No.
Check out next time if you flip the channels and you see them do the Premier League soccer, check
Yeah.
it out, because what they do is, you know, there's no fans in the arena.
Okay.
But for those of you who are viewing on TV, they pipe in crowd noise,
Okay.
and you don't notice a difference.
See, I'm afraid of that.
You don't notice the difference. They do the cameras in a way so that you see a majority of just the players. You don't see a lot of the.
Yeah, I don't
crowds.
like that.
It's. I mean, at first you'll know it,
Yeah.
but after a while you'll probably just see it as just a regular game.
Yeah, I'm afraid of
You
that.
know, who knows? You know, how, you know, everybody's going to think about it differently. But when I was flipping through it, I thought they were replaying old soccer games,
Right.
and I was like, "Oh, these are old soccer games." And I'm like, "Wait a minute!" And I'm looking at the things in the bottom, and no, this is going on now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I get if it gives the people, you know, their pound of flesh, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you, you know, your satiation, right? You get to, oh, I got my sports and my team won. I think my buddy just posted his Ireland. He's from Ireland, so I'm imagining he posted some Premier League, and he just posted something like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
like, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, what are you back or?
No fights, no rowdiness.
Yeah.
Nobody,
Yeah, yeah.
nobody throwing beer at each other.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully it works. Hopefully it's successful, and it gives, again, something to do. I mean, again, now more than ever, I'm convinced that these things have all distracted us from, and sometimes it's a necessary distraction. Like
Yeah.
you want to get away,
Yeah.
and you go watch your sports to relax and chill out and root and
Mm-hmm.
feel that little bit of energy. So, you know, you can't be a 24-hour activist, and you can't
Right,
be a
right,
protest, and you can't have, you know, this all
Right.
day long. You can't be Onyx all day long. Sticky Fingers said people expected him to be that guy all day
Yeah,
long
when he's
you
going
know.
getting a soda.
Yo, man, give me soda. No, he's got to be a regular guy. You know, Bruce Willis ain't smashing glass and crawling through air conditioner vents. He does have a regular.
He does have a
life.
regular life.
Yeah, so these guys don't understand that. But I'm excited just because it'll be back. I just don't care about like who, the format, or whatever
Yeah.
else. If it's fun, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I think I'm more wanting Ice Cubes to play back more than
The
three.
three, yeah.
Yeah, the big three.
The big
I
three.
think I want to see that more than I want to see NBA, because then it goes to is it like we talked about with the other guys? Is it do you put an asterisk?
Yeah.
Is it a COVID year? But
Yeah.
it will be interesting. It will be fun. I mean, if
It'll be
nothing at all.
interesting.
If nothing at all.
It'll be interesting. I feel that same way about baseball.
Baseball,
It's
right?
like I'm not.
Happening or not?
It is happening.
Okay. 50 games or
July
60?
60 games.
60 games.
July
Okay.
1st, they report to whatever their training camps is supposed to be, and I think July 23rd is supposed to be the first game.
What if everyone came back out of shape?
Just
Man boobs.
all just
Beer bellies,
Oh.
COVID up, and you're watching like guys like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody here
make
watching.
it becomes a softball league.
Yeah, it comes like a sloth league, like a bunch of geriatric guys playing ball. Who knows, man? But yeah, I'm excited,
Dude,
man.
can't
for
get
thing-
up and down the court. It's just, can we make this a half-court game?
Like, ain't no one here. No one's here, man. No one's gonna notice, man. Hey, rewind that. Pause it.
Just play it. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Pause it and say he hit a home run. And just pipe in the noise. Yay! Oh man! I think I'm ready to call this one.
Okay, we shall call it.
But we know what we can call it. We can call it Two Bros Podcast, episode 101.
Done.
For all your listening pleasures, please join us on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. But more important, hit the subscribe button in that YouTube channel.
He pointed to it,
And-
so he's gonna put it there
Hey, I'm gonna put it there, but
because he pointed to it
yes, I pointed somewhere. Well, it's actually, I think it's here.
over here.
But don't forget, vote for us for our roadcast. Is that still going on?
Yes,
the
it is.
contest
It is still going on.
Okay, contest is still going on.
Vote for
We need
the
some-
roadcast. We'll put Chad will put a link in this YouTube episode.
Absolutely. So remember, party people, have a blessed week, but more important, try to be a blessing to someone else.
Fuck 'em.
Peace.